bridge. Sorry about that. I'm going to read a couple lines from this poem. Dried maple and ash bark, lush emerald flats. The fall-colored arena hark, the wide superior mass. At the valley's peak, encircled my life, the open space speaks. Let me end the strife.
What's up, Warriors? Crazy weekend for me, but I'm glad to be back. Spent the weekend in Nashville while visiting some old friends. Lots of fun. Still somewhat in a little bit of a mind and body hangover. So apologies if the video's a little slow or lacking. Still recovering a little bit, but today we're going to go over mostly Bitcoin. Altcoin's looking pretty rough. Some bullish, some bearish. And what I expect in the future. I was also going to give a bull setup and a bear setup, what I think, what I'm looking for, where I could potentially look to long. Like I said, we'll go over that in a few minutes. But as always, please join our Discord. Link is below. We have trading mentors. They'll help you answer any questions you have, or you can ping me. More than happy to help you. Again, link below. And then as always, please like and subscribe if you like the content. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, helps get my name out there, and I'd appreciate it. And for all of you that keep showing up and watching these streams, really appreciate all the support you're giving. So with that, let's get right into this. So, crazy weekend. Lots of things went on this weekend. I really thought we weren't going to weekly close above 53K, but it seems like we did. So with that, I need to change my plan a little bit and adjust to what is in front of me. I mean, that's how you become a good trader. Is you have a plan A and a plan B. I did not long yesterday because I was driving all day, and honestly, I didn't have time to look at charts. Was still recovering from just a very long weekend, but now it's good that I didn't long because we're going to go into the bullish case first. So looking at the weekly here, we closed above our original legacy resistance here, 53K. Also, the whole moving average is something that we looked at. We did close above it. For any of you guys that have been following the streams, I had said in the past, if Bitcoin broke down, retested, and rejected, that was a very bearish sign, very bear market oriented, but we actually broke back above it. So this is very bullish. If you're a bull, that's very good for you. Personally, I have not bought yet. I think lower time frames, especially the daily, the 12-hour, the 4-hour, pretty overextended, and I think that we could retest that 50 to 53K area again, and I'd much prefer to buy on a retest than buying overextension at 57K. I mean, getting a 15% pullback would be healthy if you're bullish, and like I said, we're going to go into that in more detail in a minute. So one thing I do notice on this weekly, our original head and shoulders neckline, we have not broken out of yet, so this is something that you're going to want to watch. Again, it could matter, it could not matter, but we've had many bounces and then ultimately a close below it, which we saw a dip, and now we're kind of going up and retesting it. If you're bearish, this is actually a very bearish sign. When you have a breakdown and then a retest of that pattern, very bearish. But it could mean something it could not be. I mean, this isn't a lateral, it's kind of diagonal. It's very awkward. So I'm not giving a ton of weight to it, but it's just something else to consider. So let me see who we got here today. So, oh yeah, Factor. So we're working on new music. Again, guys, it's like an intro, so I'm not too concerned about the music. The content is the charts. You know, you guys are coming here for the charts, not the intro. Most people don't even watch the intro. But yeah, we'll work on some new music. I'm going to work on possibly playing music while I speak. I just need to find some good music. So if you guys know anyone, like, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or in the Discord. I'd be happy to check it out. I can't wait to feel the bass thumping through my chest. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'll work on something. I've got a guy that's currently making music, so as soon as I get some more feedback or response from him, like, I'll happily throw it in there. What's up, Alec? African dude, haven't seen you around here, but I look at Jamesy. Tell us what you think. We can try and look at that. And then let's see. Nord, what's up, dude? All right. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and look at this daily. I think I've gotten most of the weekly. Oh, one more thing for the weekly, actually. Volume still pretty low. Nothing too exciting happening price action wise. It's kind of stacking here. I mean, if we get a big green week or just like a pretty big volume week, could be big for bulls. So big 60K weekly close is what I'm really looking at to really turn fully bullish. But ultimately, price action is looking pretty weak and pretty bearish. So I'm just kind of treading lightly here. But yeah, let's look at the daily. So daily, I kind of have this golden zone at 53 and then one at 60K. I really do think if Bitcoin can close above 60K, it is pretty bullish. I would like to see better volume coming in, stronger volume, just more volume in general. That would just help the overall price action becoming more bullish. But as for me, what I'm looking for, I am looking for a long setup, or at least a potential long setup. You know, like we've invalidated a lot of the resistances that I had in play that were making me bearish. Still not completely bullish, but you know, I'm trading. I'm going to adjust to the chart. So what I'm expecting is at least a 53K retest. This would be very bullish if it holds. It would also allow the chart to cool off. If we go into like hourly time frames, like very overextended. I believe the 12-hour, yeah, very overextended, lots of divergence on MACD, divergence on RSI, even the daily, like very overextended. We saw some weakness here on MACD. Regardless, I think a little bit of a pullback, 10 to 15%, it'd be really healthy. Seeing a 40% increase with no sideways and no pullback is kind of scary to me. If we just keep going up, it's not sustainable, and the pullback or dump will be... it'll be bad. Like the harder you go up, the harder you come down. Just remember that. But generally, this isn't too bad yet. We kind of want to see some sideways and then maybe some up like that. Again, allows it to cool off, allows some more accumulation, allows this what was previously resistance but is now support to actually be tested as support. That is something that you want to see as you're continuing up. So again, just something to look out for. But in terms of price action's still pretty weak. This is a big reason why I have a more bearish bias than bull bias. Also, this whole move it's so sketchy. I mean, last week we had that $1.6 billion market order that came in and out of nowhere. Like who the hell market orders anything over than maybe a couple $100 to maybe $1,000? I mean, you've got to be pretty desperate with the FOMO fingers to do this, and we don't really know who it was. I think I did see some of that Bitcoin left the exchange it was purchased on, so we can kind of conclude that maybe this wasn't for manipulation, but my gut still says it was from manipulation. My gut still says stay out. This price action it's very sketchy and weird. I mean, we still haven't seen any kind of serious volume coming in on the buying side. Even on the selling side, but we've pretty much only been going up since this 29K. I mean, you look at this from a macro view, and you have, sorry, let me not draw that. You have price going up and volume very low, very weak. We can even pull up Binance. Oh, I've got all this crap here. Let me get rid of this. You know what? We'll leave it. So again, this is like price action. So we have volume going down, price going up. I mean, you could even say that this is just tapering, very low volume, whereas as we're going up here, I mean, volume's clearly going up. It's very bullish, very strong. And then here we have kind of like this exhaustive wave up that kind of signals, hey, maybe a sell-off is coming, which a sell-off did come. And then right here we have this, it's going up, but the volume's very low. Does that matter? To me, it does, because it's been 6 months since we've tried to break 60K, and 60K is going to be a crazy resistance to break. So just another thing to keep in mind, guys, I don't want to just tell you I'm bullish and go into this with your, with your head tucked between your legs, but you got to see all it ends here. And again, this could just be a manipulative move, which is what I think it is. Oh, my camera's out of focus. Let me see this. Thank you. My apologies for that. Like I said, it's been a long weekend. I'm still recovering from the whole Nashville experience. The place is fun as hell. We were in Kid Rock's bar for like all night on Saturday. What an experience. But yeah, let's go back into the daily. Again, this is the original Head and Shoulders here at the 60K area. We broke down. I mean, your neckline's more of a diagonal rather than just a horizontal line. So I drew it like this. We have some rejections bouncing off here. Once we originally got below it, we continued lower. If we break above this, it's just another bullish sign. So we have rejected it though, so something to keep an eye out for. Let's look at a 4-hour real quick. So 4-hour, yeah, I mean, price action really, really solid on a 4-hour from this bottom all the way up to about 55K-ish. We kind of go sideways, but to me, this isn't enough sideways movement, especially over a weekend where volume is not going to be very high to begin with. So I think that this needs to come back down, maybe chill out here, maybe pop up again, chill a little bit more, and then shoot up. So again, I'm looking to start a very small long position around the 53K area. Again, retesting prior resistance is very bullish. If it holds, if it breaks below 53K, I think it's a death sentence. So 53K is like my pivot point. Well, my true bullish pivot point is 60K, but back to full blown bearish is I think if we break 53K, we're going to see a flash crash. Like, people are going to panic and sell off. But yeah, 4-hour, like this last wave, although volume is going up, overall volume is not. It's starting to taper off. It's starting to show some weakness, especially going into this potential resistance area. So I do expect some wave down or some wave down to 53K and some consolidation at this 53K area. We also have this divergence on MACD. Pretty obvious. I mean, as we're going up, RSI is going up. Now we made a new high, and this crazy divergence is here. I mean, this is something you don't want to see Could we sell off tonight? Sure. Could we sell off tomorrow? Sure. Sell off meaning go back to 53K. I think it's likely in the next 2 to 3 days that we'll see 53K. And again, if you're bullish, you want to see this. You don't want to see this go up in a straight line. That's very unhealthy. If you're bearish, you want to look at this 53K area. And if we break below it, we're going down. We're going down. Very, very far down. Oh, man, water is so good. It's so good. All right, 1 hour. So 1 hour, although some of you might say that this is consolidation, I originally thought this was a head and shoulders in here. It turned out not being a head and shoulders, which is unfortunate. But this is not enough consolidation. Hourly charts consolidating, great for short-term scalping moves, maybe some short-term potential breakouts, but all in all, you want to see consolidation on a daily, on a 12-hour, on a 4-hour, but way longer than this. Like, you want to see multiple days of consolidation. It helps the longer time frames, kind of chill out, especially as our daily is pretty overextended, in my opinion. So, with that said, I was going to pull up the chart I posted this morning. So, if I go up here, and a couple people in Discord had asked, how did you compare the Bitcoin long chart on the Bitcoin chart? So this is how you do it. In TradingView, you go to compare. You hit Bitcoin USD longs, like right here. And you can choose any of these. I just chose the first one because that's just the one I wanted to choose. And it's going to give you like an orange line. So I chose orange. I just think it's easier to read with the colors I have on my chart. So the biggest thing I want to note here is this is more of it has a lagging effect on price. So if we see longs going down or a sharp decline, it usually affects it a couple days later. Although, yeah, I would say here. So here you have longs slowly going down and then ultimately leading into a sell-off. They pick up, we go up. They start going down, but this is more of a flash crash. But one thing I want to note is the steepness of these. Like, it's not kind of coming down and tapering off and maybe going down a little bit more. I mean, this is a pretty steep decline in longs. One of the Twitter accounts that I follow, shout out Leverage Monkey if you're here, but he had kept pointing out the long positions had been dropping by 40% over the last week or two. To me, that's a very bearish sign. When you have your larger long positions going down over time, people are selling. They're taking profit. Also, I saw that 96% of larger wallets are in profit. That is something that you want to pay attention to, especially when you're overextended. If some of these larger wallets bought up in here in this 50K area and we're holding through all of this mess, they might look to take profit because they don't want to go through this a big sell-off and then not be in profit anymore. So something just to think about. Again, longs going down as the chart is overextended and has seen a lot of green recently is not a very bullish sign. So this is something I've been paying attention to for the last day or two. All right. So another big thing. Altcoins. Altcoins are getting wrecked. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter what altcoin it is, other than like Sheeb and maybe one. I think one kind of popped. There's a couple that are popped. FTM popped, but the rest of them, the other 5 million altcoins that are out there, they're getting wrecked. When Bitcoin was 53, 54K, Ethereum was 3640. Now it's at 3500, 3524 to be precise. Altcoins are getting wrecked, and I think what is happening, and again, this is me being kind of a conspiracy theorist, this is me showing more of my bearish bias right now. I think that the price of Bitcoin is pumping so that, one, so they can rug pull everybody and everybody gets liquidated. Two, they know that retail has been trying to buy altcoins, and people are seeing, oh, I'm a retail investor, Bitcoin's going up. We must be back to bullish. Bitcoin's almost to 60K. We're bullish. Like we're going, like all these altcoins are going to pop off. Well, they're not. They're getting absolutely slaughtered right now. And I think they are pumping the price of Bitcoin, which is pumping the price of Bitcoin dominance. So let's go to Bitcoin dominance. And altcoins are getting murdered. And that is a very bearish sign. In every single bull market, and I don't care how long you've been in crypto, everyone that's been in crypto for at least a full bull cycle knows that altcoins always outperform Bitcoin in a bull market. Yes, there are times where Bitcoin pops off relative to altcoins, but those altcoins aren't making lower lows and lower highs on daily and weekly time frames. Altcoins like that don't drop 5% when Bitcoin sneezes and goes down 1% like that. I think that they are inversely pumping the price of Bitcoin to liquidate people in alts that long alts, because ultimately this is going to get rug pulled. I think it's all for a liquidation. I think it's all a liquidation game. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. If I'm wrong, absolutely. I'll come out and admit it, but it just seems a little odd that in 2018 we have a double bottom here. We broke out of the diagonal resistance line, downward resistance line. Right here in 2021, 2020, we have a double bottom. We are breaking out. Altcoins are getting slammed right now. And you're telling me that this isn't a bearish sign, or at least a big bearish sign. I don't know what to tell you, because to me, this is very bearish. Again, altcoins always outperform Bitcoin in a bull market, or at least a bull market cycle. Always. It doesn't even matter what altcoins they are. They always outperform Bitcoin. And if this was over like a couple days where this was happening, okay, you could make the argument that maybe Bitcoin is taking its turn in the bull market cycle to go up, and it's starting to take money or profits from alts, and it's starting to go up. Well, what profits from alts? Most altcoins haven't even broke their previous all-time highs to begin with. Ever since the big 70% crash, most altcoins have barely recovered. I mean, Ethereum hasn't even broke its... Yeah, it didn't even break its all-time high again. It's had several red weeks. I mean, yes, we're kind of bouncing up, but this is not a big profit in here. So for someone to say, oh, money's just shifting around from alts to Bitcoin, I think you're wrong. I think you're flat out wrong, and I think you're trying to find something to believe that we're still in a bull market, which, it's possible. But just looking at this chart and what happened in the past, I mean, history generally repeats itself, especially with trading. And you're telling me that this is 2018 and this is 2021, and those don't look exactly the same. I don't know what to tell you. Continue to troll under all my posts, but I keep posting this, and what's happening right now just seems like straight up liquidation strategy, straight up manipulation. I don't know what to say. But with that, I will be looking for a potential long position around 53K as long as it holds. If it just straight up knifes through, man, I'm staying away from that thing. I don't need to buy that. But ultimately, you're looking for a back test of 53K if you're looking to long. If you're looking to short today, not a bad, in my opinion, not a bad day to start a short. Like I said, I kind of painted this resistance line here. We've had several bounces, several wicks off of it, ultimately a close, which led to a fall. It looks like we're bouncing off of it now, so short-term short could be good. Again, chart's overextended. I think 53K is going to get retested regardless. Yo, what up, Cheese Clock? Confirmation bias is a MF for sure. Rockstar Joe, what's up, man? Damn is right. Damn is right. And just so all of you guys do know, if this rug pull thing that I've been talking about for weeks happens, I have a magnificent video for you. Big shout out to my video editor. Keep an eye out. If 53K breaks, we're launching this thing. It's going to be hilarious. But again, keep an eye out. Let's look at some altcoins, maybe. I'm not looking at Sheeb. I'm not looking at that, so don't even ask. But let's look at some altcoins. Actually, let's look at the altcoin market cap. This is a good. This is great. To my point earlier, that altcoin profits are not going into Bitcoin because there are no altcoin profits right now. Bitcoin broke its all-time high, like not all-time high. It made a higher high being 53K. Altcoins have not broke and made a higher high. It's still making lower lows and lower highs. I mean, I guess maybe you could consider this a higher high from this 48.51 area, but not really. I mean, this kind of just looks like a bounce, and it's going to continue back down. Also, I mean, yeah, you could maybe say that this could look like an inverted head and shoulders. It's possible, but I don't know about that. I think if Bitcoin drops here, altcoins are going to get absolutely slammed. And again, I do think Bitcoin is due for somewhat of a correction to 53K. If you're bullish, this would be very good for you. But again, if 53K breaks, it's over. What he said is true. Someone wants to see a bullish trend, they'll make reasons for it. I mean, vice versa, if you want to see bearishness, you can find bearishness in the charts. And I know there are some people that keep saying, "Oh, you keep moving your invalidation points, Roman. You just keep saying things and not doing anything." Okay, that's great. We're invalidating some things, and that's awesome. But yes, technically we had a breakout, but until it gets back tested, I don't care. The chart's overextended. I mean, 12-hour. We are way overbought. Generally, when you're overbought, especially on this 12-hour, we see these big 10 to 15% corrections. I'm not trying to buy a local top. Why would I want to buy a local top? If 53K fails, then I lose 15% of my investment that I put in there. That sounds horrible. I'll be patient and wait. There's too much divergence and too much overextension for me to want to buy. But 53K is the area I'm looking out for. So with that, let's look at some Ethereum real quick. I like Ethereum. It's one of the few altcoins I actually do like and think will get somewhere. Primarily because it makes a new all-time high every bull market cycle, which most altcoins don't even manage to do that. But Ethereum, I mentioned last live stream that this could be making an inverted head and shoulders. Really weird and wonky inverted head and shoulders. Like, I wouldn't want this like this. I wouldn't want to see that. That's not the inverted head and shoulders I'd want to see. You want to see an inverted head and shoulders look like this. Let's go back. You want to see it like this, where there's a lot more. It's a lot flat. There's more accumulation. There's less volatility. You know, people can enter. Their stop losses aren't ridiculously low. There's a chance for people to buy here. In this kind of inverted head and shoulder, I mean, what is that? I mean, at least make the shoulder. But in this kind of inverted head and shoulders, your head is, let's see, 31.51. Let's pull this up. Your head is 20% below the left shoulder or the potential bottom of the right shoulder. That's just terrible risk management if you buy on this right shoulder, because you ultimately put your stop loss below the head. But yeah, we did discuss that this could come down and break up. Similar to what Bitcoin kind of just did. If Bitcoin truly is bullish, Ethereum could be a snag. Your level to wait for a breakout is anywhere in this 3675 to 3600 level. I'd say a nice 3650 day close, and you're looking pretty solid, at least in terms of a neckline breakout. But again, guys, you have your left, your head, and your right shoulder. So keep an eye out on this. If you were afraid that you didn't catch the upward move from Bitcoin, but you still think we're bullish, something like Ethereum could be a great trade, because you might have an opportunity to buy a potential inverted head and shoulders and ride that wave up. But again, I would keep my eye on Bitcoin. I'd keep my eye on 53K. If you see 53K fold, I'd run and hide, because this market is going to get slaughtered, and I still believe it is. I still think what is going on is purely manipulation. It's total bullshit, and the fact that people are buying it is unbelievable. Like, the largest whale wallet, just so you know, the largest whale wallet, one of the largest whale wallets that has over 100,000 Bitcoin, has been selling since, I believe, 51K. So it's been selling. This wallet has sold a lot up here at the 60K level. Now it's selling a lot here. And by the way, it sold a lot more here than it did at this 60K level. This information's on Twitter. I wish I could pull it up, but I do not have the tweet saved. My hungover brain was not thinking straight, but it is out there. If you want to take the time and dig and find it, you can absolutely find it. So Sam, what's up, dude? My Italian brother. Another sign of bear market confirmation is the stock market. In my opinion, it has little room up and to a maximum of 2022 before at least retracing, and Bitcoin is not decorated. Yeah, I agree with you. But I don't know if the stock market and crypto market are intertwined and correlated, to be fair. I think if there is a big global change, like the COVID crash, if something like that happens, I mean, yeah, every market's getting attacked. Crypto is going to get the worst of it because it's a very volatile asset class. Volatile assets usually get sold first because people want to lose their money. Being one of the people who first brought it up and read about it, alt shifting to Bitcoin, I don't think the idea is altcoin profits are going to Bitcoin, but rather protecting okay, I see what you're saying. So you think that people would move their altcoins into Bitcoin to protect their overall portfolio. This is possible, very, very possible. But why wouldn't these people just buy Bitcoin to begin with instead of buying alts? And I guess you could say, okay, I guess I can contradict myself there and say alts outperform Bitcoin in a bull market. So, okay, maybe they are, but couldn't they just sell their altcoin for stable coins? I'm actually looking for bearish sentiment, and move to protect my equity seems bearish to me if it were true. Yes, this is, yeah, I could see your point. But why would you sell your altcoins for an overextended Bitcoin chart? I mean, I guess if you were purely crypto and you didn't want to go into fiat or, stable coins at all, I can kind of understand that, but 99% of people don't do that. Especially if they know that the market's going to drop or they know that Bitcoin's overextended and could come down. I don't think they're going to do that. I think if you're really worried that bad about taking a loss, you wouldn't be holding crypto. Like, does that kind of make sense? Like, you wouldn't be holding, you wouldn't switch your alts to Bitcoin and make, like, in Bitcoin being overextended if you're worried about a short-term loss, because you're going to end up taking that short-term loss by being in Bitcoin because it's overextended and needs to come down. So honestly, I think 99% of the people, although a great point, Avenger, I think 99% of people, when they sell to stable coins and they get out of the market and they just wait for another opportunity. I mean, maybe that 1 to 5%, they go from alts to Bitcoin, back to alts to Bitcoin, whatever, that's fine. But if you really want to protect your portfolio, you just switch from alts to fiat or alts to stablecoin. But I mean, not a bad point. It's possible, but also we live in a world of stupid people, and I don't think a lot of people are going to do that. But it's possible. I mean, maybe big money did that, but I don't see a lot of big money buying. And let's brainstorm for a minute, guys. So I have some friends. I know some of you guys have some friends. We all have friends. Maybe your friends know that you trade cryptocurrency. Maybe they don't. I'm going to go with that they do. So my friends know that I trade cryptocurrency. When Bitcoin was running from 20 to 60K, I got texts every other day. When should I buy? When should I buy? When should I sell? When should I buy? When should I sell? You want to know how many texts I've gotten in the last 2 or 3 weeks during this run up or this bounce from 29K even? 0. No one is interested. Retail's not interested. And now you can say, oh, well, maybe your friends just aren't interested. No one has. I asked my Discord, I'm like, do you guys have any of your friends asking when they should buy crypto or what they should buy or what projects or anything? Retail is not interested. Big money's not interested. That's why I think this is a manipulation play by whales. They're just trying to get the traders. They're trying to get people liquidated. They know that stop losses are tight because people are scared, and they know that they can liquidate you. Look what happened yesterday. There was a scam wick to 51K on one of the exchanges. A scam wick to 51K that was bought up in 7 seconds. Like, what? You're telling me that there just happened to be an order down there ready to buy perfectly on that scam wick that was completely filled, by the way. I don't understand. How can you not think that this is somewhat like this isn't being manipulated right now? And crypto is not completely full of manipulation in the tradings area. They just know they can play off emotions right now. They have bulls that are overconfident and emotional, and they think that we're going to break all-time high on 100K tomorrow so that they can pump the price 1%. Bulls piss themselves. And they know that bears are looking to short, or some of the better traders with more money are looking to short. Sorry, again, generally the better the trader you are, the more money you have in your account, which is why I have 30 cents in my account. But anyways, they know that some of the better traders are looking to short this market because the price action is pretty bad. There are lots of divergences on the monthly and weekly charts. Like RSI has already showed that we've topped. Some of the, I think it's called stock RSI, has already crossed over and showed bearishness. And some of these other indicators like the Hall moving average on the weekly have been proven time and time again to show bear market sentiment, and we did exactly what we did in 2017 and 2013 2018 and 2014 with the Hall moving average, but now we just magically break back above with extremely low volume. I had someone the other day on Twitter say that volume, it doesn't matter. It absolutely does. Volume validates any move in this market, especially a breakout, which is part of the reason why I'm a little skeptical here, and I'm trying to play my cards right and be safe, because I'd rather not lose money on this big manipulative move, come back in the bear market, accumulate a ton of Ethereum, Bitcoin, Link, a couple other projects that I think are great, and next bull market cycle, we buy an island. So Rockstar says, what time frame do you see us hitting 53K in? Well, wouldn't that be every time frame? Oh, you mean like, okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry, brain things. Don't drink all weekend, guys. It really messes up your brain, unless you want to have fun. But, okay, so time frame, I did say earlier about 2 to 3 days. I'm not a fortune teller, so I can't give you like an exact, like, it's going to happen in 21 hours and 39 minutes and 2 seconds kind of thing. But to me, this chart looks very overextended. Like I said, there's some pretty whack divergence on the 4-hour and 12-hour. I, again, would watch maybe this little uptrend thing that we got going here. I mean, we kind of broke this. Maybe we retest this and bounce. But ultimately, I think 53K is the area to watch. As many lines as I want to draw on a 1 hour or 4 hour, 53K is the golden zone. If we can hold above it, yeah, I'm thinking we're pretty bullish. But if we break below it, man, it's going to get ugly. Same once my mom messages me that I'm worried. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, it's very true. I knew that we were near the market top when my dad wanted to learn how to trade, or he wanted to figure out when to buy, and I'm like, well, we're close to a top. The good thing is, though, he walked away with a lot of profit, so good on him. Do you think the ETF rumor for 1018 has something to do with the Bitcoin rally? Probably, but also I think the Bitcoin ETF thing on 1018 is going to be a top. We saw when El Salvador came, like that news came out, we literally dumped. Most bullish news, like the day it comes out, we dumped. I remember ADA, when the smart contracts came out, we dumped again. So some of these, like, the saying is, buy the rumor, sell the news. People are definitely selling the bullish news, like right when it comes out. So just be careful of that. Can you still trade and make money in a bear market? Yes, absolutely. That's actually where I made a lot of the money that I have now. So I actually started in 2017, end of 2017, start of 2018. I'd say I caught, a little bit of the 2017 bull market, but it really didn't matter because I was still learning how to trade. Took a lot of losses in the meantime, but yeah, there are plenty of times like I swing trade often. Like I swing trade. I don't day trade. I don't scalp. I don't really do any of that. In a bear market, I wouldn't really look at alts because alts get slaughtered, and you don't want to overexpose yourself to risk, or at least in my opinion. So okay, let's look at some of the swings that you could have had in this bear market. So you have one right here from 5.7 all the way to 12K, which is over 100%. You could have sold on this double top here. You probably would have bought on the overextended selling RSI, and I'm sure there's a pattern here on the 4-hour. I can also see that there's somewhat of an ascending triangle breakout here. So this is a small trade you could have made. Here's a double bottom that goes into what looks like maybe a double top, or just goes into resistance and fails to break out. I mean, this is a trade you could have made. I mean, you could have even just like drawn a simple something like that, and as soon as you break below it, sell. Here's the mini bull market cycle. Could have made a trade here. My point is there are plenty of chances to make trades. There's an inverted head and shoulders right here. You could have sold somewhere up here on the head and shoulders. Plenty of chances to swing trade. If the idea that you cannot make money in a bull market is complete nonsense, or a bear market is complete nonsense. There are so many opportunities to make money, and it tests yourself as a trader. If you can make money in a bear market, you will absolutely walk away the next bull market cycle probably a millionaire. Most likely a millionaire. Coinbase IPO dump. Yeah, good point, Terry. The Coinbase IPO dump. When does Roman Coin ICO? Working on that. My 3,000th follower, I'm going to shill you my Roman Coin. And then YouTube's going to ban me for pump and dump schemes. If you guys didn't see, there are a couple crypto YouTubers that are getting like banned from YouTube and like restricted from YouTube because they're getting called out for pump and dump schemes. So let's go. This is great, whether you're bullish or bearish. We need to get rid of these people. They're totally criminals. I mean, if you guys have ever watched The Wolf of Wall Street, that guy went to jail and pretty much lost everything because of a pump and dump scheme. So real quick again, I'll kind of go over a little bit more bullish sentiment here, but just looking at this chart, we have three major supports: 53, 40, and 28. If we break 53, it's not looking good, but I did draw somewhat of this upward trend line, so realistically we'd have to break 53 and then break the upward trend line. Once that happens, yes, this is definitely going to go down, but to me, I think breaking 53K is the knife for the for this price. So, you know, just support lines for now on that end. As for price action, not bad, but not good. We haven't seen a big volume candle. We haven't even seen volume really rising at all as we've been going up. Just something to keep a look for. Like if we start selling and volume starts picking up, I'd kind of get scared. But if we start seeing buying and volume going up, that's again bullish. I think you're kind of in a weird limbo state with price action. You can certainly buy these breakouts and certainly buy their back tests, and if you make money, that's excellent, great for you, but ultimately you want this to be validated by price action. In RSI, discussed that this is overextended. It needs probably to come down to that major support, which is 53K. So, yeah, it does allow them to get a ton of capital. And also, you guys need to remember, the exchanges make money from liquidations. Think of an exchange like a casino. So maybe you have that one friend that went to the casino and played blackjack, and he walked in with $100 and walked out with $1,000. Okay, that's great. He made a ton of money. You know, it's awesome. But I think the statistic is like only 10% of people in casinos, and you know, don't quote me here, but only like 10% of people that go into casinos walk away in profit. The casinos make money when you lose money, and they stay in business by you losing money. That's the point of a casino, is they make money when you lose money. They don't make money from their liquor and alcohol, or liquor and food sales. They make money when you go to the table and blow $200 in 15 minutes. So just keep that in mind. Exchanges work the same way. They want you to use high leverage because it makes you more emotional. They want you to use tighter stop losses. They want you to FOMO buy in. They want you to get, ultimately they're trying to get you liquidated. This is why 90% of traders fail. 90% of traders failing helps the exchanges make money. Just keep in mind. I'm wrecked on my alts today. I may just get into stable coins and wait. Yeah, like I said, in a bull market, altcoins outperform Bitcoin. In a bear market, Bitcoin outperforms altcoins. Bitcoin has been outperforming altcoins for the last 5 weeks. Just keep in mind. And if you pull up SHIB or any of these other complete shit coins and say, no, altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Okay. But okay. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions? Want me to go over any altcoin charts? Want me to explain something in more detail to what I kind of explained earlier? Would you like me to look at a certain time frame? Anything, let me know. A certain indicator, anything, let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna open up the Ichimoku cloud for my boy Hammy. He likes when I put this up on screen, makes him feel special. So yeah, I mean Ichimoku looking pretty bullish, honestly. We have this kind of crossover here. We're above the cloud. I'm not a huge Ichimoku fan, but I know being above the cloud is bullish. Does that mean completely bullish? Not really. I think we need to retest it, or at least let, kind of level out so the cloud can catch up. The more overextended you are, the harder you're going to come down. So if we want to remain bullish or have somewhat of a bullish sentiment with invalidation points, I think coming down or at least correcting to 53K would be good. So there you go, Hammy. There's the Ichimoku cloud. This is the wallet he talked about. So Terry, smart money is not buying right now. They don't buy into the pumps and the hopium. Nope. Smart money is not buying. Banks are not buying. Big companies aren't buying. No one's buying. This is all manipulation. You guys are anyone that's longing and FOMOing into this is being completely liquidated. So just be aware of that. I don't even think retail is buying at all. Can you check the VET chart and what your opinions on using total volume Bitcoin indicator? I'm kind of confused by that question, but I'll pull up the VET chart for sure. It's VET, one of the few projects that I actually do like. So, okay, one thing right here, VET, and again, all altcoins are pretty much getting wrecked. I had a Head and Shoulders here. It broke down. It's kind of sitting in this neckline-ish area, so I'd be careful if it breaks down anymore. Its next support is anywhere on this 0.08 area. This thing could fall pretty hard. Like I said, I think Bitcoin's going to correct, which will make altcoins correct. But I think most altcoins will form like an inverted Head and Shoulders, so this would be like a big double bottom. So buying anywhere on 0.08 would be a good move for VET if you wanted to long. Let's see. That's about a 26% down, though. So just be aware of that. If you hold this coin, there's a possibility this thing could go down quite a bit, especially if Bitcoin sneezes again. But let's see. Yeah, you have some pretty weakness on MACD. This isn't looking very strong. Well, I guess you can't really say. Yeah, you have some. Oh, we do have some big RSI divergence up here from this peak to this peak. We haven't really made a higher high from the previous high, so not a very bullish looking chart. Again, an entry point anywhere in the 0.086 to 0.08 could possibly be a great buy, but in terms of right now, this isn't a very strong looking chart. I mean, none of the alts are really looking that strong. We talked about how Bitcoin dominance is very bullish. Bitcoin dominance also has just real quick again, a double bottom that is about to confirm. I mean, if Bitcoin dominance closes above this 47.84 area, like it did similar to here, well, this was 50, but really if it gets above 47 to 50, that's a bad sign for alts. Alts are going to get absolutely murdered. So just keep an eye out on that. If Bitcoin dumps, this will still remain bullish as altcoins will dump more. But if Bitcoin goes stable and altcoins pump, this could change. But for right now, I don't see it changing. It literally just broke out of its diagonal resistance. So I just keep an eye on that for sure. But let's look at VT. Let's look at like a lower time frame for you real quick. Yeah, even the weekly. I mean, this is This is like the definition of the market psychology graph, where you have your big high, your somewhat of a recovery, or your exit recovery, and now we're probably going to continue lower. I mean, this is a huge parabolic advance. The fact that people think that we didn't have a stable or a real bull market, you're out of your mind. I mean, this thing went up like 50 to 100x over a couple months. Like that's parabolic movement. But let's look at a 4 hour. So yeah, 4 hour. I mean, it's kind of just sitting right on support, similar to what I said 2 days ago. Altcoins are kind of sitting on their support levels. That it's not looking good. So let's see. What else do we have here today? This is the wallet he talked about. Yeah, the wallet, the 100K plus Bitcoin wallet that's selling. That's what I talked about. Let's paint some happy clouds over here. Yeah, cheese with Ichimoku. But I mean, yes, they are bullish, happy clouds for bulls. But I don't know. I can't find a lot of reason to be or to believe this yet. And I know we're at 57. I said 53 was a big invalidation point. It is, and that's why I'm looking to long if it backtests 53K. But until it does, I'm not buying an overextended chart. Oh, the total volume indicator shows the combined volume of all the big exchanges. It's a good idea to use this indicator because of the volume washing going on. I've never heard of the total volume indicator. So if that is out there, wow, can you join the Discord and send me the link for the total volume indicator? If not, walk me through it right here. Let me see. Let's see. Total volume for Bitcoin or Ethereum? Huh. Do you know who made it? Let's see. Maybe this is it? If this is it, this is game changing because I haven't seen this yet. You might have just blown my mind, but it's kind of loading, so I don't know if it'll work. Total volume indicator would be so clutch. Yes, it would. If this is it, if this is the total volume indicator, like truly total volume, this is extremely bearish. Holy shit. Yeah, no, from this move up, we can clearly see volume going down. Let me see what else. What do I have? What are my settings here? So I can. Oh, well, it just removed it. Yeah, this is the total volume indicator. This is very bearish. Very, very bearish. So from here, we have volume going down as prices going up. That is very bearish. Very, very bearish. Oh, the fourth one. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one? The smart crypto trading. It's by, it says it only has 2 users, I think. Let me see. I'll pull this one up too. See what happens. Yeah, same thing. I mean, volume's still very, very low. I don't think this is very bullish at all, to be honest. I'm just going to get rid of that one. We can just look at this one for now. I think it's about the same thing. But yeah, total volume, that's the total volume from all exchanges. That is a very bearish sign. So, all right, guys, let's. I'm going to take a couple questions and then get out of here. I'm pretty beat from this weekend. If you have any questions at all, they don't even have to be about charts. I'm here for you guys. Again, I stream every 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm willing to push the time back, but you guys need to tell me what times work better for you. I was thinking about putting out a poll and just saying, hey, if 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time works better, I can absolutely do that. So please let me know what works for the majority of you. You can either message me or, like I said, I'll put out the poll. Please vote. Don't make it like 5 people vote and then I don't have a conclusive answer. But regardless, yeah, I, again, stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. If anything changes, I will definitely let you know. Again, Discord link below. We answer questions all day, every day. You can share opinions, see different opinions. If you're bullish and you want to see a bearish opinion, you can get one. If you're bearish and you want to see a bullish opinion, you can get one. If you want to be a better trader, you need to be able to expand your horizons and look at every single opinion. Not every single opinion, but at least a contradicting opinion. It'll help you grow as a trader immensely. If you want to learn how to use a certain indicator, absolutely come in. Someone that uses an indicator that maybe you're interested in, they can absolutely teach you. We've got some really great people in here. It's a very good community. Definitely not a waste of anybody's time. If you're going to come in and be a numbskull, you'll get banned on the spot. So just know that. But anyways, again, any last questions, any last remarks, anything at all? Anything at all? Please let me know. But if not, then we can call it a day, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. So let's give it a couple seconds, see if we got any keyboard warriors in the chat. And again, my apologies for the low energy stream today. I had quite the weekend, kind of lost my voice. A lot of good times with my friends this weekend. It was much needed. Definitely missed them. But I'm seeing a lot of thanks for your time. Thanks, Roman. Anytime, guys. Again, please subscribe, like, turn that notification bell on. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Helps get my name out there. And I'm here for you guys. So if you guys have any questions, prepare them beforehand. And I will always do my best to notify you that the streams are coming back on at 6. I always send a notification in the Discord as well. But yeah, I don't see any questions, so I think I'm going to call it there. Guys, as always, be patient, use risk management, and good luck trading.